the reason why we're doing #Don'tHideMe campaign is because I'm a mother. I have a child with a special need. I've seen what I've been through, so I want to encourage the rest of the community and the rest of the mothers that and support and say it's okay to have a children with special need or developmental delays.
Today we are in Garissa doing the second Don't Hide Me campaign.
We started our campaign last year, December, in Nairobi to raise awareness for children with special needs, such as Down syndrome, autism, and cerebral palsy. Children with a disability or children with a special need has been hidden from the community, from the society, and they've been not treated equal as the other kids. Our campaign based on to raise awareness and say it's okay to have a children with disability, it's okay to have a children with a special need.
It's a hidden talk. People hide their children behind closed doors. They don't know that there's a child who is suffering from autism or cerebral palsy.
We can understand the stigma that's coming from our families and our relatives and the community, but what we want to do is to raise awareness and say it's okay.
We have collaborated with various organizations like the Kenya Institute of Special Education. They have provided therapists and experts who were in this camp for 3 days. We've worked with mothers who are raising kids with developmental disabilities like Najma Ahmed, who has inspired the Don't Hide Me campaign from last year. We have worked with the National Council for People Living with Disability that is doing registration for unregistered disabled persons. We have Mountain of Mercy that is donating a vehicle that will transport students from their homes to the school, and many other organizations.
The purpose for us being over here is raising awareness about disability in Garissa.
So that we know what the children that live with disability need in Garissa, so that we design a solution going forward if they need infrastructural support.
We have been here for the past 3 days. Alhamdulillah, we have had a very successful exercise. The doctors see them and have an opportunity to be registered with the National Council for People Living with Disabilities, as well as SHA, as well as also Duma Center to give them a birth certificate.
We've worked with the area MP and other policymakers like the Ministry of Education to support the Garissa Special School.
This school was established back in 1981.
By the person who is the chairperson of KISE Council.
The major challenge of an institution like ours is lack of a sponsor. We have not also been receiving low-cost boarding grant from the government. For all these years, the school was built. We have applied on many occasions, but we did not get an opportunity for the same. The children are not progressing. There is no pre-vocational training. There are no recreational facilities in the school. So the parents feel this is not the right environment. Therefore, there is a need for the concerted efforts of all stakeholders to ensure that something is done immediately.
We had over 13 experts from Kenya Institute of Special Education. We had local consultants, over 6 of them.
We have brought services nearer to the people of Garissa. We want to sensitize the people of Garissa, make them understand disabilities, make them understand the management of different disabilities. We demystify some of the causes that people believe are the causes of disabilities. We want the parents to accept the children the way they are and work towards helping them live their life in full. Sometimes it is difficult to convince them that just assessing their children for disability and referring them to school is enough. They possibly expected more, but we took time to talk to them and make them understand. What our parents need is education.
We want to start training the mothers, the caregivers of these kids, because they seem not to know a lot about how to handle kids with this need.
As a mother, having a child with a disability is the most blessing thing ever. Children with a special need are blessed from Allah's side. It's not because you've been cursed or it's evil eyes. No, they are beautiful and amazing in their own ways. Abdullah has a Down syndrome. He's 18 years old. We had a rough time during our journey. Abdullah had the developmental delays, speech delays. So at the moment, we are nearly there. So I would like to support our mothers, fathers, and our communities and say it's okay to have a children with a special need.
I have seen mamas carrying children who are 13, 14 years old, girls, boys, bringing them here. They need wheelchairs, they need medical attention, they need physiotherapy, they need one-to-one with the doctors and the physiotherapists. So we are here to raise this awareness, not to hide the disabled children, and to support the community.
The area MP, Major Deco, has had the passion to assist these children.
My office is to facilitate any improvement onto this. Either comes directly from my office as CDF, or for me, from the national government, we lobby for national government programs. I have already engaged KISE, Kenya Institute of Special Education, and they are going to set up a rehabilitation center, a regional center, just a replica in a smaller scale, like what they have in Nairobi. So they are going to put it here, that facility. And that facility will carry out a lot of things. We are going to partner with the National Council for People with Disability, who will be providing certain nutritious foods here, who will also be bringing in some medicine here for these young kids. The government of Garissa brought in their doctors and their nurses for the last 3 days. They were here with us. They're also facilitating now the registration of this facility as a health center. Their promise is that they will staff the facility.
Garissa has welcomed us in so many different ways. I would like to say thank you very much to Mheshimiwa Deco and his team, also all the partnerships who helped us and supported us with this campaign.
We also appreciate, actually, #Don'tHideMe. On day one, they were able to extend our electricity underground line from the other facilities, a distance of 300 meters, to the classroom and the pre-vocational facility.
Children with special need, especially with a developmental disability, need a lot of support. They need assistive devices, they need therapy, they need counseling, the parents need support. Most of the parents are poor parents who cannot afford, the expensive therapy that these kids require. So my appeal is to the government, to NGOs, to the local leaders, to the policymakers, to ensure that such kids get the resources and the support they deserve. I would like to thank all the organizations who have come together to ensure Don't Hide Me campaign and medical camp was successful at the Garissa Special School. We have been supported heavily by the area MP, the MP for Garissa constituency, Honorable Major Deco. We'd like to thank him. He has invested time and resources to ensure this campaign is successful. There are other partners like KISE, Kenya Institute of Special Education, who have provided specialists, therapists, counselors who have seen these patients. National Council for Disability also played a role in registering and registered disabled persons. Boyne Healthcare, Special Needs Outreach, Garissa County Government who have provided consultants, Northern Advocacy Organization who have created awareness, and many other organizations. We'd like to say to all of them, asanteni sana.